Has someone you care about been showing subtle yet concerning changes over the past few months? It's natural to assume that death in older age happens quickly, but the reality is the body often gives quiet signs long before the end. In fact, these subtle warnings can show up anywhere from several months to a year in advance. The problem is, these changes often seem small at first. It's only later, when looking back, that families realize the signs were there all along. Unfortunately, by then, it may be too late to act or make those final moments count. In today's video, we'll discuss 5 key signs that may indicate an elderly person is approaching the final stages of life. Some of these might be things you've noticed, but thought were just part of aging. Others might seem insignificant, but they could be your loved one's body signaling a deeper decline. Recognizing these signs early allows you to provide better care, create lasting memories, and most importantly, ensure that your loved one's final years are filled with peace, comfort, and dignity. Stay with us until the end, because these 5 signs could change how you prepare, both emotionally and practically, for what lies ahead. When you know what to expect, you can make the most of the time you have left with your loved ones. Let's dive in. Number 1. Unexpected weight loss. One of the first and most obvious signs that someone may be nearing the end of their life is significant weight loss. At first, it might seem subtle, a tighter belt, looser clothes, or a drop in appetite. Most families attribute this to the natural aging process, but unintentional weight loss can be a serious red flag. It often signals that the body is no longer absorbing nutrients as it once did, that muscle mass is diminishing, or that vital organs are beginning to slow down. While some muscle loss is typical with age, drastic weight reduction should not be ignored. The body may struggle to process nutrients or protein effectively, leading to muscle wasting. This loss of muscle not only impacts strength, but also increases the risk of falls and infections. Additionally, a reduced appetite, whether from a lack of interest in food or an altered sense of taste, can contribute to weight loss. This is because as the body prepares for its final phase, it signals the brain less often to seek out food. Weight loss is also common in cases of chronic conditions like heart failure, cancer, and kidney disease. Depression and cognitive decline can also contribute to reduced food intake, further weakening the body. If your loved one is losing weight, despite your best efforts to encourage eating, it's time to acknowledge that the issue may go beyond diet. It could be the body's natural preparation for its final transition. Instead of pushing large meals, focus on providing comfort, small meals, and hydration to help them maintain what strength they have. Number 2. Extreme fatigue and weakness. Another major sign that the body is winding down is extreme, persistent fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. This isn't just feeling a little tired after a busy day, it's an overwhelming exhaustion that makes even the smallest tasks feel impossible. Getting out of bed becomes a challenge. Walking across the room feels exhausting. Simple activities like dressing or talking can leave them drained. This fatigue is not just from getting older. As the body's organs slow down, it starts conserving energy, prioritizing the most essential functions. The heart becomes less efficient, circulation weakens, and muscles get less oxygen, all of which contribute to this profound fatigue. Metabolism also slows down, redirecting energy away from movement to preserve life-supporting functions. As a result, the person may start sleeping more, taking frequent naps, or needing longer periods to recover from any exertion. Emotionally, this fatigue can be hard for the person. They may feel frustrated or embarrassed about their inability to do things they once did. It can lead to withdrawal from social activities and hobbies, not out of disinterest, but because they simply don't have the energy to participate. For families, watching a loved one go from vibrant to exhausted can be heartbreaking. It's easy to think they just need to push through, but forcing them to be more active may only make things worse. The most important thing is to respect their energy limits, offer comfort, and make sure their remaining days are as peaceful and restful as possible. If your loved one is feeling unusually fatigued and it doesn't improve with rest, it's time to take note. This is a significant sign that their body is preparing for its next stage. Number 3. Increased confusion and emotional withdrawal. As the body prepares for the final phase of life, one of the most noticeable changes is a decline in cognitive function. You might notice your loved one forgetting things more often, repeating themselves, or having trouble following conversations. This can happen months or even a year before death. It's not just typical forgetfulness, it's often a sign of the brain's decreased ability to process information. As blood flow decreases and the brain gets less oxygen, cognitive functions start to deteriorate. In addition to memory problems, there may be emotional withdrawal. A once sociable person may become quiet, withdrawn, or uninterested in social interactions. They may stop participating in conversations or spend long periods of time in silence. The emotional shifts may also include mood changes. Some people may become irritable, anxious, or even detached, while others may seem unusually calm or indifferent. This is a natural response as the brain adjusts to the body's decline. This change can be difficult for families to witness. But it's important to understand that these behaviors aren't intentional. Instead of forcing interactions, try to meet them where they are. Speak gently, offer comfort, and simply be there, even if they seem disconnected. If you notice your loved one is more forgetful, confused, or withdrawn than usual, these can be signs that the body and mind are preparing for the next phase. Number 4. Frequent infections and slow healing. A weakening immune system is another clear indicator that the body is nearing its final stages. You may notice that your loved one seems to catch colds, flus, or infections more easily than before, or that simple illnesses take longer to recover from. What was once a minor infection may now take weeks or months to heal. Even small cuts or bruises may take significantly longer to mend, or may not heal properly at all. This is because, as the body's circulation weakens, its ability to fight infections declines. Even antibiotics that once worked effectively may seem less potent, requiring longer treatment or more intense medications. Chronic wounds, like pressure sores, can also become more problematic, especially if the person is less mobile. These wounds can become infected if not managed carefully. Another issue is that infections in older adults may not always present with classic symptoms like fever or chills. Instead, a person may become more tired, confused, or lose their appetite, which are often the first signs of an infection. If your loved one is experiencing frequent infections, or if wounds are healing slowly or not at all, it may be a sign that the body's ability to fight back is declining. Number 5. Changes in breathing and circulation. One of the most telling signs that the body is preparing for its final stages is changes in breathing patterns and circulation. You might notice that your loved one's breathing becomes slower, more shallow, or even irregular. They may pause between breaths, or their breathing might speed up and slow down unexpectedly. In some cases, breathing may follow a pattern called Cheyne-Stokes respiration, where the person breathes deeply and rapidly for a short time, followed by long pauses. Circulation often weakens as well. Hands, feet, and other extremities may become cold or pale, as the body redirects blood flow to vital organs. The skin may also develop a bluish or mottled appearance. For some, shortness of breath can become more noticeable, even with minimal movement. They may need to stop and catch their breath when sitting up or talking, or feel winded from simple tasks. These changes in breathing and circulation are signs that the body is slowing down and prioritizing essential functions. While these changes can be frightening, they are a natural part of the body's process. Offering comfort, using a humidifier to ease breathing, or offering small sips of water can help improve comfort. But it's important to understand that these signs often indicate the body's final stages. So let's recap. Weight loss, extreme fatigue, cognitive decline, frequent infections, and changes in breathing and circulation. These 5 signs often appear in the months leading up to the end of life. Recognizing them early can help you provide better care, make more informed decisions, and cherish the remaining time with your loved one. While accepting these changes can be difficult, it's crucial to focus on comfort, peace, and love during this time. Understanding these signs isn't about fearing death. It's about being prepared to provide the best care and create meaningful moments during their final months. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this video has given you valuable insights. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. How do you plan to use this information to support your loved ones? Your feedback motivates us to continue creating content that informs and inspires. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.